Have you ever wondered what the original story of The Little Mermaid was really like? Forget the singing crabs and the happily ever after wedding. The tale, written by Hans Christian Andersen back in 1837, is a whole different kettle of fish. And trust me, it's much darker and more profound than the Disney movie we all know and love. So let's dive deep into the original story. Our mermaid princess, just like Ariel, is the youngest and most beautiful of her sisters. She is fascinated by the human world above and spends her days dreaming of what it's like. On her 15th birthday, she's finally allowed to swim to the surface. And what does she see? A handsome prince on a ship, celebrating his birthday. She falls for him instantly. But then a violent storm hits. The ship sinks, and she saves the prince from drowning, bringing him to the shore of a temple. A young woman from the temple finds him, and the prince, who was unconscious the whole time, thinks she was his savior. Heartbroken, the Little Mermaid returns to the sea, but she can't forget the prince. She asks her grandmother about humans and learns that while mermaids can live for 300 years, they dissolve into sea foam when they die. Humans, on the other hand, have shorter lives but possess an immortal soul that lives on in heaven. The only way for a mermaid to get a soul is if a human loves her more than anyone else and marries her. This is where her desperation kicks in. She decides to visit the Sea Witch, a terrifying and powerful figure, but not quite the glamorous Ursula we're used to. The deal is terrifying. The witch will give her legs, but in exchange, she must give up her beautiful voice. The witch cuts out her tongue. Ouch. But that's not all. Every step she takes on her new human legs will feel like she's walking on sharp knives. And the final cruelest condition. If the prince marries someone else, the Little Mermaid's heart will break. And the very next morning she will dissolve into sea foam. Despite the horrifying terms, she agrees. She drinks the potion, feels an excruciating pain as her tail splits into legs, and washes up on the shore where the prince finds her. He's captivated by her beauty and grace, even though she's mute. He calls her his little foundling and loves having her around. She dances for him, and even though every step is agony, she does it with a smile for him. She sleeps on a velvet cushion outside his door, completely devoted. But here's the catch. He loves her, but it's the kind of love you have for a sweet child or a pet, not the romantic love of a wife. He even confides in her that he could only ever love the girl from the temple who he believes saved him. Well, guess what happens next? The prince's parents arrange a marriage for him with a neighboring princess, and surprise, surprise, she turns out to be the very same girl from the temple. The prince is overjoyed, declares his love for her, and they get married. The Little Mermaid's heart is shattered. Her time is up. On the wedding night, as the ship sails, her sisters rise from the waves. They've made their own deal with the Sea Witch, trading their long hair for a magic dagger. If the Little Mermaid kills the prince and lets his blood drip onto her feet, she will turn back into a mermaid and be saved. She takes the dagger and enters the prince's tent, where he lies sleeping with his new bride. But when she looks at him, she can't do it. She still loves him too much. She throws the dagger into the sea, and as the sun rises, she throws herself into the water, feeling her body dissolve. But wait, the story doesn't end there. She doesn't just turn into sea foam. Instead, she feels herself rising up and finds she has become a spirit of the air. Other spirits welcome her, explaining that because she tried so hard to win an immortal soul and endured so much suffering, she's been given a chance to earn one. For 300 years, she must fly around the world doing good deeds. For every good child she finds, a year is taken off her service. For every naughty child, she weeps, and a day is added for every tear. So, it's not a complete tragedy, but it's far from a fairy tale ending. It's a story about sacrifice, unrequited love, and the painful pursuit of something just out of reach. It's a powerful, bittersweet tale that really makes you think. What do you think of this original version? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite stories.